my name's Adam, and I'm continuing my discussion on the game of Tafl. And we're going to continue with the topic of the strategy for black. And I've just put the pieces here just in their starting position. I've removed all the white pieces. I call these white, not blue. And these are all called base camps. This is where black starts. So what I want to focus on this aspect of the video is it's called shape. And so you can see now this is sort of a T shape, and if we want to evaluate it by how well the pieces move, how much they cover, how many rows they cover. You can see it's 3 rows this way, 2 this way. This one's sort of moderate. There's nothing great about it at all, really. It moves. This guy can move two directions. This guy can move 3 if there's nobody here at that point in the game. This guy needs to be put to work. He's not doing anything. He can't move anywhere. So if he wasn't even there at all, the shape has the same characteristics as it does with him. So then this guy can move 2 ways. So that one's sort of moderate. Let's look at some that are bad. Ones that are bad are ones where one of the pieces has become disconnected from the other pieces around it, and or any one where the pieces become less mobile than they are, or if they're not covering very many rows. If you had a shape like that, well, it's only 2 by 2, so that's not good. So let's look at some bad ones. The first really bad one that you want to try and avoid is moving this guy sort of up like that. That one's really common. You see a lot of beginners do that. That opens up a row right here, and that now white has something to aim for, and you don't want to help him out like you can. This mobility is okay. This guy has to move forward before he really can do anything, and these guys are kind of the same. So there's not a whole lot you accomplish. Usually there's a better option than doing that. Also, this guy is unsupported, so he's easier to capture. The other thing would be if this guy just moves 1 space over. This is really terrible as well. He's only covering 2 rows still this way. He's covering 3 rows. You got 3 rows covered that way, which is okay. But this guy isn't really mobile yet either. He wasn't put to work efficiently. This guy's kind of the same, and this guy you just took 1 way away from that guy. So, and from what we've discussed before, this doesn't look good. You got 2 straight lines here. So you're starting to build something that's bad. The other one that we've already discussed before, I keep using it as an example, but you see it quite often, is something like this. You've created an isolated pawn here on the edge of the board. He's going to become a target. He could. A good player is going to target him, and he's hard to defend. And you haven't really, this guy again hasn't really improved his situation, but just kind of won. These others are kind of the same. You've got a row this open here. It's not good. So those are sort of the bad shapes that you want to stay away from. And then what makes a good shape? Well, a good shape is where, like the first one would be here. Okay. This guy gets put to work that way. You've now increased this way. You've increased 3 rows. Spread your men over 3 rows and 3 rows this way. These guys are still pretty mobile. This guy's kind of safe. It's also starting to build that diagonal. the you know, that I was talking about earlier, and then you can actually complete it with the same move here, that something like that. This is how the shapes, the base camps can work together. That was just 2 moves, and I've already created a diagonal with 6 men. And as I showed you previously, this is a very powerful situation here. This area is pretty much blocked off. So that's a good one. Another good one is like that. Not as good as the first, but it's still pretty good. The only reason you'd want to just go out this far is if maybe you're preventing a guy. This guy's coming around here and just attacking him. Instead, you can either move him or you can block them, so another man can't come by and capture him. So you only want to move up here, and instead of going up here, only when you can't go up here. Maybe there's another piece there, or like I said, maybe this guy's being attacked and you don't want to move him. But it's still pretty good. It puts this guy kind of to work a little better. This is still spread out over 3 consecutive rows. This is just at 2. But it looks good. Another good one would be this one. This one can come in handy. Later I'm going to show you ways of blocking half-open files, and that move is pretty common doing it. This one kind of starts a diagonal. You can do that diagonal there. It's a little farther back than the other one, so it's not going to prevent as much and not quite as powerful, but it is still a diagonal that you're building there. And now it's spread over four rows, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 2 this way. That looks pretty good. And these are pretty efficient. This is okay. This is all right, going that way, and this is okay. So those are the different shapes, good and bad. And notice too that it's all about connection as well. Like when I moved here and I moved here, it's all connected and support of each other. And then once again, moving these 2, that's a really good structure to make.